welcome back to another video. So in today's video I wanted to film my autumnal favourite makeup products at the moment, because I have actually been experimenting a lot with makeup at the moment, as you can see. I sort of got a bit bored of it. I lost motivation for makeup. I didn't touch an eyeshadow palette for God knows how long, and I was just like, no, I just done eyeliner and that was it. But I think it's because that was summer. Now I've gone into the more autumnal season, which autumn and winter are my faves for fashion and makeup. I just love. So I've been experimenting more, and I wanted to show you guys what I have been loving at the moment, my favourite makeup products and all of that kind of stuff. So if you guys want to see all of my faves autumn makeup, and I'm sorry if I have lipstick on my teeth in this video. I never wear dark lip, do I? Ever. You guys always are like, change your lip up. So I have. I hope you're proud. So yeah, if I have got it in my teeth, then I'm not used to it, so that is why. But I'll keep checking throughout the video. But anyway, if you want to see all of my faves, then please keep watching. What do we think of this hair, by the way? I'm not gonna lie, I did put it up because it was so greasy. Do you know when you're like on day 3/4 of your hair down? Because it was, when I curl my hair and then I'll just brush it and I won't touch it for a couple of days. On like day 3, when it really needs a wash, it just doesn't work. It goes all flat, and then I'll try and curl it. It just doesn't do it for me. So I was like, let's put it up. Anyway, enough of me rambling on. I'm gonna get straight into it. So I don't really know where to start. Should we start with the base? Let's start with primers. Also, just a disclaimer, this video is not sponsored, although it might seem like it's sponsored from Benefit, but it's not. I mean, I wish it was, but it's not. Their products at the moment are just my holy grails. So yeah, just a disclaimer. But I will leave everything that I've used in the description box down below so you guys can purchase it. I'll try and write the exact sort of name next to it so it's easier for you guys to see what it is. So yeah, I was gonna share my Olay moisturiser, but I feel like I show you guys that in every bloody video, and I'm sure you guys are used to it by now. If you haven't already, the moisturiser I use is the Olay Beauty Fluid. I will probably link it down below because I just love it. It's my favourite moisturiser. That's the only one I use. I did get sent a Glam Glow one, which is like an extra hydrating one, and I did try it, but I think my skin's used to the Olay one and it just works for me. So I'm sure you guys are bored of me saying it already, but if you're new, then that is the moisturiser I use, and I'll link it down below so you can see it all. It's so cheap, you can get it in drugstore, supermarket, all of that kind of stuff. Anyway, moving on to primers. These two are both from Benefit, sorry guys, but if you've watched me for a while, you guys will know that I'm not the biggest fan of primers. I don't really feel like they do much. I'm a bit like, I'm happy with my moisturiser. I'm not gonna lie, I can skip this step. I don't have to do it. It's sort of when I've got more time and if I want my makeup to properly stay on, if my skin's stressing me out or it's a bit more oily than usual, I will use a primer, and these are the two that I will usually go for. So this is the like original Benefit primer, and I think I prefer this one a bit more. I'm not too sure what the actual difference is, to be honest. I just picked them up, but this one seems to work really well. So it is a really, really nice primer. It is a pore primer, so it covers up your pores, and honestly, when you use it, there's the biggest difference. Your skin instantly looks more flawless. Your foundation will glide onto your face really nicely. It won't seep into your pores, and your makeup does stay on a bit longer than usual. I don't know if that's me just being a bit like, oh, but I feel like it does. And I haven't always been the biggest fan of primers, so these two really, really help. This is the Pearl Primer. I don't really know the difference, if I'm completely honest. I think I'll put them on my hand so you guys can see. So obviously one is the Pearl Primer and then one is the normal. It's oil free, lightweight, silky, soft pink. Oh, so that's the pearly one. So you can see the difference. Obviously the pink one is the pearly one and then the nude one is the original. I tend to go for the original more, but I think if you've got oily skin, then use this one, because I can also see the pink one's a lot more mattifying and the green one looks a little bit oilier. So, but when you rub it in, it's all good. But yeah, if you've got more oily skin, then go for the pink one, but they're honestly really, really good. Moving on to foundation. I can't believe I've been filming 6 minutes. Can't believe I've been filming for 6 minutes already and I've gone through one product. Anyway, I'm gonna try and cut this down. My next two favourite products are foundations. This is from Benefit, so it's a little bit pricier, but this one is from the drugstore. If I had to recommend any foundation to anyone, it would be this. So this is the Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour Colour Coverage Foundation. It is full coverage and it is also really buildable, so it doesn't have to be as full coverage if you don't want it to. It doesn't go patchy. It reminds me of like the newest NARS one. I can't remember what it's called, but it's honestly such a good foundation. This is something I know that I'm always going to go back to no matter what. However, I ran out of this today. Like, it's gone, sadly, so I need to get a new one. Oh, and if you're wondering what shade I use 51 Caramel Beige. But the other foundation that I used today, because that one ran out, was the Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow Foundation from Benefit. Now, I'm going to show you another product in a minute which I'm obsessed with, which is the powder from Benefit, which I'm both in the shade Beige. This foundation is just so lovely. It is really, really buildable. It looks like this. It is super, super buildable. It stays on for ages. I mean, I've just tried it on now, but I used to use it years ago, and I'm already loving it. I feel like it's such a good foundation. It seems quite runny when you put it in your hand, but again, it is buildable. You can put a layer on, be like, put another layer on, so it does work up. I reckon it's about medium coverage, but in the winter for me, I like more of a full coverage because my skin is so, not awful, but like my face goes pale because obviously I'm always wearing makeup, and I just feel like in the winter I tend to put more coverage on, because in the summer you want your skin to breathe. In the winter I'm like, oh, no thank you. So yeah, but this is really, really buildable. And also, if you find that this foundation isn't as buildable as you want, you can also use their foundation powder, which I'll show you in a minute, which also helps with the coverage, so it balances that out. But yeah, I use the shade Beige, like I said, and it is really, really lovely. So go and try this out if you haven't already. So like I was just saying, this is the powder. I got sent a new one. My old one, RIP, hit pan to rock bottom. Honestly, I was messaging the girls at Benefit like, guys, my face is really shiny at the moment, and they were like, honestly, we're sending you more. I was like, yay. So this is the best powder you will ever use. I used to use this one, which is the Bobbi Brown one, and I used to swear by this. And then I've got a hair on my lip. And then I use this, and this one is 10 times better, which is saying a lot. I've got a friggin' hair on my lip. So I use the translucent powder under my eyes when I use the concealer, and then to set my whole face in place, I'll then go in with this. I used to just use the Stay Matte one, but now I use this to set my whole face. I don't do it under my eyes because I want that to be a bit brighter. So as you can see, my face is a bit of a different colour to under my eyes because obviously I want it brighter. And then this is the colour I use. So it is incredible. It comes, oh, it's so new. You open it up and it comes with a sponge and then a brush. I never use this brush. To me, I don't really like it. The sponge, it will be your best friend. It's unreal. So you'll use it for that. I don't use the sponge when I'm doing my makeup in the first place. I'll just use a big brush, which I'll show you in a minute. But throughout the day, I think at the moment I always have a cold, so I'm constantly blowing my nose, and you know when your makeup comes off around your nose and it is so irritating, if you use the sponge and this powder, sort of dab it around your nose or any like shiny areas, it makes everything flawless. It won't budge it up, it won't go patchy, it will just go back to normal again. It's honestly magic. So if I could recommend one product throughout this whole video, it would be this. You guys need this. If you're looking for a good powder, then please buy this because you will thank me. It's so good. So yeah, I'm in the shade Beige, like I said, and so good. I probably rambled on for that for about 10 minutes, but I don't care because you need it. Moving on to brow products. They sent me some more from Benefit, but I have got the old ones just to prove that I'm not just, these are my old ones, but I wanted to show you guys the new ones. They're nearly gone anyway. So for everyday use, I will use these two brow products, and that's what I've got now. That is, I think, all I will use for the rest of my makeup life. So I use the Goof Proof Brow Pencil in the shade 5. This is perfect for me. It's got a bit of an ashy undertone. It is really buildable, and it's got a spoolie on the end. I'll open the old one to show you. So it comes like this, and then one end's got a spoolie, and then one end's got the product, and you can twist it up and down, which is also really, really good because you don't have to sharpen it. Who wants to sharpen their brow pencils? Not me. So out of all the Benefit stuff for brows, this is what I use every day, and I love it. I get on so well with it. It's my favourite ever. And to set everything in place, I use their 24-hour brow setter. This is legit a 24-hour brow setter. Once I do my brows and I have to make sure they're 100% all good, I'll then use it, and then that's it. I can't touch my brows after that. it locks them in place, which is also perfect, especially for everyday use, especially if you're going to an event. It's unreal. I couldn't live without this product. It's honestly so good. But if you've got a bit more time in the morning and you want to have a bit more fun with your brows, you want to experiment, then you need this. This is a really, really, really good product. Also, if you're traveling, because you have 4 things in one product. So I've got the darker shade. I think they do 2 shades of this, and it's their Brow Contour Pro. They launched this not that long ago, and it's basically like one of those old clicky pens like this, but they're brow products. So this one, it's got 4 things, but you have 2, where is it? 2 different shades of brown, and then you twist it to this side, and then you've got a highlighter and then the definer, which is really, really good because you can do your brows and then you can do the highlighter underneath. I personally prefer using the Goof Proof because I like using the spoolie on the end. If this had a spoolie, it'd be really good, but I think it'd be so long. So I'm used to just doing this with my brows, but if you've got a bit more time, you can get your spoolie with one hand and then use this. And the highlighter and the definer are also really good, that you can see on my hand there. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, it is really, really good, and it's a lot of fun. It is really good. Oh my god, I feel like this is just Benefit. Wait till the palettes, guys, and then we can move on from Benefit. I'm sorry, but I honestly really like their products at the moment. They haven't paid me to say this. They send me products, but they don't say you have to do a video. It's literally nothing like that, but I genuinely love these products so much. So this is a product I never tried until a week ago when I went for a meeting with them and they gave me a bunch of stuff. I never tried the Hoola bronzer, like, am I alright? And I am a bit annoyed at myself that I haven't tried it until this day. They have it, I think, in this shade and then also in light. They should come out with more shades, I think, but it is a perfect bronzer. It is really buildable. You can make it a bit darker. I sort of dab my brush in it, tap a lot of it off, and then do it, and then build it up. So the product is also really, really good. I like this brush that it comes with for my cheekbones, not for my forehead. I feel like it goes a little bit patchy on my forehead, if I'm honest. But for my cheekbones, it is really, really good. Got a little cute mirror in there as well, and it's just their famous Hoola bronzer. It is really good. There's not too much else you can say about it. It's a matte bronzer. Really good. Moving on to palettes. So we're going to go through 4 of my favourite palettes this season. I've been loving them. As you can see, I've been experimenting a bit more with makeup and eyeshadow and stuff, and I feel like for autumn, these colours are perfect. So for me at the moment, I really, really like sort of dark purple colours for my eyes. I feel like, I don't know, I'm feeling it at the moment, but I also love burnt oranges and things like that, and these palettes are all really, really good. So this one is the Iconic London palette. You guys know this has been one of my favourite palettes for a long time, but it is really versatile. It also comes with a really good mirror, by the way, so whenever I stay at Bradley's, I'll take this palette and do my makeup in it because it's perfect. But anyway, these are the shades that you get inside the palette. So as you can see, I would focus more into this side because I feel like they're more relevant for this season. Yeah, these ones are a bit more summery, so these 2 rows, but these ones are perfect. But these ones are also good for like in a corner. You can also use them for highlighter and things like that. Deep Soul, Merlot Mondays, oh, together they look so good. And then Closing Party is such a nice shimmer shade. Oh Boss, Wonderland, Rags to Riches, all of them are beautiful. Also this one, Copy Me Fancy, it's just a nice subtle but not too in your face palette for autumn, and I really, really like it. So yeah, next palette, which is this Revolution collab with SOOOO. It's nails by Sophie, I think, but she has created, and this palette's been out for a while now, this beautiful palette. I used this on a Superdrug shoot not that long ago, and it was the first time I tried it, and the colours were so beautiful. I absolutely loved it. So all of these shades here scream to me like winter, autumn, December, like Christmas. Like you've got all your greens and yellows, burnt oranges, red. This is probably like an autumnal and Christmas palette in one. The shades are also really pigmented, but they are chalky. So just bear that in mind. They are chalky when you do work with them, but when you get the right brushes and the right sort of frame of my, what's that right word? Right sort of routine and things like that, you'll get used to it, so that's all good. The next palette has got to be my favourite at the moment. I have actually got this on my eyes. I uploaded a picture of it on my Instagram, and a lot of you guys seem to be liking it as well. It is the BH Cosmetics New Royal Affair. I'm on their PR list, thank God, and they come out with some amazing makeup all the time. But this palette has got to be one of my favourites. The only shade I wish they had was like an inner corner highlight. It's the only shade I wish they had. But this is what the palette looks like. I am in love. Again, it's not too in your face, but you can create so many different looks with it that it's incredible. So I love all of these shades. There's like completely different shades that I wouldn't usually use, but I would use now. Do you know what I mean? So on my eyes now, I've got Impress, Duchess, Majesty, Prince, and then I mixed it with Honor and Princess. I will do a tutorial on this if you guys want me to, but it's just such a beautiful palette and I love it. Honestly, I don't know what it is, I just love this palette so much. The colours are just my vibe. So of course the next palette has got to be the Urban Decay Heat palette. This is just the most autumnal palette you will ever see, ever. It just screams out autumn basically. It's like if autumn threw up on a palette, it would be this palette. This is just autumn. Obviously you can wear it whenever, but it's not really more of a Christmassy one. It's definitely just autumn, which is perfect for this video because it's autumnal. But yeah, this is probably the most ideal, perfect autumn palette ever. So get this if you haven't already. I really like it. Some people don't, but I love it. So you guys would have known that the highlighter I've been using for ages is this amyrose one from Anastasia, but I've converted. I feel like that one was a bit too light for my skin. So the highlighter I'm using at the moment is this one from Iconic London. I literally get a brush and mix all of these shades together, and I love it because it's a bit subtle. It's not too in your face. The lipstick and eyes are a bit more overpowering than the highlighter. I feel like in summer, the amyrose one was perfect because it is so blinding, but I didn't have too much on my eyes and it was more of a glowy skin. But now I feel like seasons change. I'm focusing it on my eyes and my lips, and I've still got highlighter on, but it's just not too much. Quite subtle, but I'm liking it at the moment. I am. Of course, I'm going to say my next fave is these brushes. If you guys are looking for just everyday makeup brushes, a new set of brushes, good quality ones, then these will be your best friends. These are from Vanity Planet, and I have got a 70% off code, which I showed you guys all the time because isn't that crazy? 70% off. Sorry, I'm getting rid of my baby hair at the back. It's just not going down. Oh. But yeah, honestly, these are incredible. I love them. I wouldn't go on about them as much as I did if I didn't like them. They're so good. Like I said, I do have a 70% off code. They come in 3 different colours, so you don't have to have the black ones if you don't want to. These are the matte black ones. Definitely my favourite because I get makeup everywhere. They're so easy to wipe off. Perfect. They also come in wood and like white and pink. So yeah, I'll link those down below as well. But if you're looking for good makeup brushes for everyday use, then definitely try them out because I use them every day and I genuinely do. Don't know what this one's like, I do. The next things I'm going to share with you guys are these lashes. Ones that I'm wearing are a different style to these ones, but these two are my favourite. These are the last pair that I've got in these ones, so I need to order more. But these are from Backstage Lashes. I think it's Backstage Beauty on Instagram, but they're from Backstage. And these are the style Melrose Avenue. I will leave my code for you guys. They gave me a code. They're so sweet. I'll leave my code for you guys in the description box down below. It is amyrose10, but I will leave the link and my code so you guys can purchase them. If I had to recommend you guys pick any lashes from their website, it'll be Melrose Avenue. Honestly, they're the best. But I keep telling you guys about them and then I go to get some and they're all sold out. So I'm like, oh, maybe I should tell you guys. But honestly, they're just so good. And you can see what they look like. They're quite fluttery, not too in your face, but yeah, they're the best lashes I've ever used, ever. But the next style that I love from theirs is Date Night. I feel like they're so pretty and fluttery. They are quite long, so I tend to find with longer lashes, you have to get tweezers and put them on straight. So the lashes aren't too up here, they're quite straight, so they look quite fluffy. And yeah, my voice is like going because I'm talking too much. Also, I know you guys are going to wonder what is on my lips that I'm going to tell you, which is also such an autumnal colour that I'm loving. It is the Rimmel Exaggerate lip liner in the shade Under My Spell 105, and then the NYX Soft Cream Matte Lipstick in the shade Copenhagen. I've got a little cute mini one. I think I got this in their advent calendar last year and I love it. That is so nice. So these are the two that I'm wearing right now. They're so good and drugstore, so they're affordable. Perfect. Anyway guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, then please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe if you're new to my channel. Thank you so much if you've watched it the whole way through. I love you guys. Also, follow me on my Instagram. I'm going to do like a massive follow spree. So if you guys give me loads of support on there, comment on my pictures, all that kind of stuff, I will share the love back to you guys. So make sure you follow me on there as well. Yes. Also on Twitter, if you want to, it's up to you. Just giving myself shout outs there. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Everything that I showed you guys will be linked in the description box down below. So make sure you check there, because I always get so many questions like, you haven't listed it. But I promise you, I will. I promise. I like pinky promise. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Also, write me down ideas of videos you guys want me to film in the comments down below. Also, like for like November, December time. Am I right? Because I want to plan everything, schedule everything to make sure it's all going to be sorted for you guys, because I want to keep on top of everything. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!